Hey, Sean here from SpeedCubeShop.com. I did a video on the WRM version 7 and I absolutely loved it. I feel like it's the best 4x4 in the market. I've not tried the VinCube that has the ball core. So let's open this up and check it out and see how they compare. Now I know Max Park, this was his main and then he got this, and I don't know if he's made an official decision on which one he prefers. So this is also UV coated. Wow, actually it's quite a bit lighter. Let me double check. Is this a ball core? Very loose. I need to tighten this ASAP before this just pops on me. Yep, ball core. I wish puzzles didn't arrive this loose. If you didn't know what you were doing, this thing would just completely explode, and putting a 4x4 back together is obnoxious if you've never done it before. Even if you have done it, unless you are really practiced, it's super easy to just make it the worst day of your life. Let's check the sizes. I'm going to lubricate them so they're fairly similar in that setup. So to review, the WRM is about 58 millimeters. The VinCube is 60.5, quite a big difference there. Let's check the weight. VinCube weighs in at 123 grams and the WRM is at 102, actually quite a bit lighter. It felt like the VinCube was, but maybe it was because of the size. I'll do the math right here. I'm going to add, yeah, definitely needs lubrication and still needs to be tighter. Yeesh. For transparency's sake, I'm going to be biased because of the size. I have not used a puzzle as a 4x4 official main that's been over 60 millimeters since the GTS2. And that was just a short burst of that because before that I used the 60 millimeter, what was it? Tornado, no, what's it called? Cyclone Boys, there we go. And before that it was the mini WRM, what was it called? AoSu, there we go, the mini AoSu. Okay, well, I'm just going to scramble these up, do a couple back to back, and then give some final thoughts. I mean, overall, they're both great puzzles. And since they're both out, we can compare the price. Just from the feeling of it, this one's a lot more stable. It's a little bit tighter, but smaller puzzles, you need a little bit to feel a little bit tighter because that space that you can pull apart there is not going to be as wide. They're technically the same tension. Where's the last red piece? Oh, jeez, I'm looking right at it. Double parity. Okay, wow. I'm just gonna do two more solves. I already made up my mind as far as what I like, and I'll go through the differences of them. They're very different feeling puzzles. It doesn't feel like this is just a slightly large version of this. They're quite different. As far as, you know, a 4x4 can go, there's only so much different that you can do. Even though this is a lighter puzzle, this one feels lighter, and I think it's the more hollow pieces. It definitely feels like a more budget puzzle, but that's just the feeling of it. Some people are okay with that because the lighter pieces or a lighter feeling could move faster. And again, that's odd because this one actually is lighter. As far as size, I 100% prefer the V7. Turning is fairly similar. I'm not really getting any major issues besides my own turning issues. Oh, here's the crazy thing. Spring noise can be fixed within seconds of just lubricating the springs. Take the screw out, add a drop of lubrication, it's done. But I don't know last time I've heard spring noise that bad. I mean, overall, if I had to pick one, I'm using this any day. I much prefer this. Even if this was smaller, this could be a contender. If I would lubricate the springs, add a bit different lubrication to make the puzzle feel a bit more controllable or hefty. So, is the VinCube fantastic? Yes. Does it beat the V7 in my book? It does not. If you like larger puzzles, I guess you can almost think of these, if you like puzzles that are a little bit larger and feel a bit more light when turning, the VinCube might be the way to go. If you like a more stable, controllable, solid feeling puzzle that is also smaller, the V7's the way to go. But they're both great. At least in my book, there is no competition, and I'm going with the V7. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Hit like, subscribe for more content like this in the future, and so always keep following SpeedCube Review for more news and reviews.